So, welcome everyone. I have a body here. We have half of a body here. I only see bones of the lower body. And I'm the upper half, the most important half, really, of this workout.
That's why I'm not doing any talking.
Exactly. You just talked. Okay, so as you've probably guessed already, it's the Halloween season. We're starting off, unless you watch this out of order, I don't really care. Nightmare Before Christmas. Woo. Sorry. It's a shorter workout, I'm sure you guys saw. We've adorned our shelves so far with almost all of the paraphernalia we have of Nightmare Before Christmas. There are 2/3 of Lock, Shock, and Barrel group. The other one didn't make it. I'm Lock, Shock, Barrel. You're Barrel. I'm like I just forgot what it. Shock, and Alina is Lock. This year we're finally going to be those three for Halloween. Hopefully, ghosts willing, but I didn't want to say God willing. It didn't seem right. Okay, so we've got simple props for you today. You need the ball of bars, the 3-pound to 5-pound weights, one slider, and a booty band. We've got the big fabric one. You're going to use it for just 2 leg moves. But we're going to get started on the ground like Beryl is here. Assuming the position, I'm going to start the music. And then, I love it, I got a text. What does this mean? Oh, it's just elder millennials here not understanding what anything means anymore. Someone just texted me. Okay, enough chit chat. First and foremost, we're gonna warm ourselves up and resurrect ourselves with some grave risers. So you're laying down on the ground, you're gonna reach those arms up. I love this pace Becca's got here. And then slowly start to crunch yourself all the way up, trying to rise out of that grave. Oh yes, the legs may start to come up a bit. Is that your actual noise, or this is just... are you mimicking a creature, or are you really feeling that way?
So I'm feeling
all the way up, reach up. Oh, now you sat up in that grave and you gotta lay back down. Maybe you're just having a little trouble finding those bones to put back in those hip sockets to get you all the way up. But you're halfway done, okay?
I'm also halfway up too.
Halfway up, halfway done. Almost there. As you can see, she's the bottom half of the skeleton. I'm the top half of the skeleton today. This is where we're at. It's one of those days. Oh, there we go. Last couple seconds, my ghouls and goblins. We're coming up into Oogie's bugs. You're going to come up all the way to a standing position, fully rise out of your grave in 3, 2, 1. Come on up.
This is what I'm normally holding back during these workouts.
Well, you can let it fly like those bats out of your mouth. Oogie boogie. You're going to hinge forward. You're going to forward fold and then walk those hands out.
Hamstrings are tight.
Yeah, and then into that plank, walk it back. If you need to, bend your knees to bring yourself back up, protect your lower back. This is like Oogie's bugs, all those little inchworms that crawl across the ground. Just make sure Santa's boot isn't nearby when you're in that plank and doesn't squash you. No! My bugs! My bugs! I don't really know what he screams in the rest of that. It's time we begun this workout. Nice and strong. We were starting it. Now we're getting a little bit more warmed up. Guys, the next one, you're gonna need that slider. It's only for this move in the warm-up. You're gonna place those feet on the slider and meet me in a plank in 3, 2, 1. So you're gonna go into that plank position with your toes on the slider. And we have Scary Teddy, because guess what? Scary Teddy is really a bear, and you gotta bear through this move, bending those knees underneath the hips and sending it right back out. Oh yes, Scary Teddy. Why is it called Scary Teddy? Because I know a lot of you do not like bear. It's kind of scary to you. And because he's a bear and there's a move called bear, it just seemed so nightmarishly perfect. This is Halloween right here. I know it feels a little scary through that core. If you get really light on those toes, it makes it a little bit lighter in that slider to slide. She's like, no. Guys, we're gonna make it even scarier. We're gonna hold the knees in 3, 2, 1. Hold those knees underneath the hips. Pull that slider in. There you go. A little bit more. Now I want you to swivel the hips from side to side. Just twist and twist. That little scary teddy. Woo! I always thought this was Mickey Mouse growing up.
Really?
Because his ears were so perfectly round, I thought it was Mickey Mouse.
So anybody with round ears.
I was young. Leave me alone. You're gonna step off the slider, meet me in a tabletop position in 3, 2, 1. There you go. So tuck those toes, make sure those knees are hip width distance apart, and you're gonna float those knees off of the ground. You're gonna float for me.
Oh.
We have Zero's reaches. So of course, Zero's a ghost dog. He floats, and you're going to reach the right hand out, left leg out. Yeah, keep that level, and then bring it back in, and switch sides. Drop
I haven't actually done this with floating.
It's a lot harder with floating.
No,
if
crap.
it's too much for you, drop the knees. You don't have to float. Maybe we haven't turned into ghosts yet. You drop your knees, drop your
I'm
knees.
still very grounded. I just got up from the ground.
Okay, fine.
I'm making my way to Ghost.
So those of you who do know, my dog is named Zero, and he's actually I was going to say ghost dog. He's actually a bird dog. So this move was, I thought, absolutely perfect for Zero because he was named after the little ghost dog that Jack has. And there's a move called bird dog because this is what Zero looks like when he's found a squirrel and a bird and a cat and a possum and all the things that he's not supposed to go after. Or he's supposed to go after, but we don't want him to kill. And then with that floating aspect, it really engages the core, makes you float up a little bit. How are we feeling?
Dead.
Dead? In this town we call home, we're gonna move into those spider lunges. We're gonna grab the slider and the big booty band in 3, 2, 1. So you're gonna place this booty band above your knees. Whee! We're done with that warm up. Whee!
Yeah.
And then it's over, but it's just beginning, really. So your left foot's gonna go on the floor, right foot's on the slider. And then you're gonna take a little squat for me. So take that little squat, take your right knee and turn it out for me. Yeah, now you're gonna press the leg back. Keeping it turned out, and you slide it back in. There you go. Just in and out. Pull that belly button in. If your balance isn't there, you're more than welcome to grab a small child and place your hand on their head and use them for balance.
Or an extra leg.
An extra leg is always great. Do you want Mr. Bones?
Sure.
No. There's walls, there's chairs, goblins and ghouls, foam rollers, anything you need to help stabilize you in this move. But you're in this little squat hold, so an isometric hold through that left leg. Becca's slowly dying. Again, the right leg is turned out, so you're gonna feel the right glute engage, especially with that booty band, yeah?
Yeah.
I think one of the coolest things about Jack Skellington and the way he's animated and moved is he looks so much like a spider, and I hate spiders, but the way they made Jack look, it looked graceful and beautiful. Like I wanted to move like this, but not as stupid.
Your silly walks.
Yeah, but it just looks so much better on Jack. He's also an inanimate object. He's just bones. Do you feel like there's this emptiness inside of you?
Yeah.
Yes, because you're this far into the workout, you've now checked out, you're just here trying to get through it.
I'm having an out-of-body experience at the moment.
You guys are halfway done with it though. You're gonna hold that right leg halfway out in 3, 2, 1. So you're gonna hold it halfway out, turn that right leg out a bit more. Now the left leg, I want you to drop down an inch, up an inch. I know it's frightful.
I just had to go up first.
Oh, yeah, if you need to, come up and then drop back down if you need to reset. I know, it's scary. Good. Pull that belly button in towards the spine. Lock that rib cage down.
Belly button. Just bones, no flesh.
Sorry. Lock your rib cage down. We're going to go back into full range of motion in 3, 2, 1. Send that leg out. Beautiful. And bring it right back in. I guess you're right. If you're just a bag of bones, you don't have a belly button. Give me a skeleton green. Ooh, don't do that. Just kidding.
Come on, come on.
Shut to me. We're gonna hold that right leg all the way back in 3, 2, 1. Hold it back. Now point the knee forward. So both knees point forward. And then, where are you going? I know, the pain.
In peace.
I know. We're gonna reach those arms out. Good. Pull that core in. And then you're going to slowly rise up. Jack's lunges. You're going to lower the arms, come up to standing, and then bend that left knee, slide the slider out, reach the arms up. Again, Jack is a very graceful skeleton. I mean, he is the king of Halloween. He has to have some, yes, if you want the added challenge, pop your head off, reach it forward as you come down, pop the head back on. If you have that magical skill of removing your head. But he is the king of Halloween. He's incredibly graceful. So this lunge with that overhead reach just kind of makes it look pretty. Maybe. Now with these skeleton pants, those hip bones point directly forward. Now I'm going to talk about all the bones. Can we wear bone stuff more often?
Sure.
So those hip bones point forward. That kneecap, it points forward as well. We don't want it to cave in or out. There you go. Can you squeeze that back glute for me? All right, glute is squeezed. You're pulling that belly button in towards the spine. Woo. How are you feeling?
I have no more dead puns at the moment.
Okay.
Fresh.
Shall we grab the deadly nightshade?
Yes.
Actually, where are my deadly nightshade jars?
I had a dream that you actually had deadly nightshade. We were trying to make something out of it.
I mean, I have the jars, and I have frog's breath.
Yeah, but like actual
I know.
nightshade in the jar.
In the jar. We're gonna hold it down nice and low in 3, 2, 1.
It's cooler than just having the jar.
Wow, okay. Holding it there, reaching those arms out. Now, can you bend the back knee in? And out. Oh, yes, stabilize. If you need to, bring the arms down. Maybe it's just one arm. One arm reaching forward. Digging that left heel down into the ground. Okay, 15 seconds left. Can you stay with me for the last 15 seconds of this little slider lunge right here?
I'll see if my heart will let me.
Okay. Well, we're going to drop the slider, drop that booty band, and you're going to lay on your right hip in 3, 2, 1. Good. This is aggressive. So right hip is down on the ground, right forearm is down. Now you're on more on the cushy part of the butt. We got the mermaids. You're gonna send the legs in front of your hips a bit, reach the left arm overhead, and you're gonna lift the legs and the arm together. Good. And then let it go. Open up. Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, it's a lot of work. Who knew that bones were so heavy?
Who knew that being resurrected?
What?
Never mind.
So if this is too much for you, maybe you just use the top leg and just the top leg lifts up. Now, why did we put mermaid in there? Because there is an actual mermaid.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Mermaid from the Black Lagoon.
Mermaid from the Black Lagoon. It has these little fins on for ears, basically. What was the line you said earlier?
It's the head that
I found in the lake. So the idea here is you're just lifting up from that left obliques. Good.
Bones ooze and flesh
crawl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Almost done with it. We're going to fall on the ground just like Sally did. Your upper back is going to go to the ground. Your knees are going to stay pointed this way, but bent in 3, 2, 1. So you're going to collapse down, open up your chest. Now you're bending those knees as if they're in a clamshell. The knees point to your right, and your chest is up towards the ceiling. Now remember how Sally fell and she broke apart? And you're going to bring those hands behind your head, and you're going to crunch up. Good. Squeeze up. It doesn't have to go very far. You're just trying to get that lower rib to come up to that top hip. And Sally's just trying to crunch up and try to grab her limbs and sew them back together. There's a little theme here. It's kind of like that grave riser. We've just now focused it to the oblique.
Should have brought my sewing kit.
Oh, you should have.
I thought about it.
Just pulled out a string.
Yeah.
Good, so you're exhaling when you lift up, squeeze. It should feel maybe on fire. And then you're like, what's this? It's called an oblique. I know. Who would have thought we had that? We don't really when we're just bags of bones. But if you're a full flesh creature, then you can feel that muscle working.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the bones together.
Just trying to.
Limber up from my recent resurrection.
There you go. You're not just a bag of leaves.
Yeah.
Slider is coming back into play. You're going to grab that booty band once more to work that right leg in 3, 2, 1. What's this? Your booty band.
Oh, I have to get back up again.
Yes, you got to roll yourself back up. You've sewn yourself back together. You're grabbing that slider. This time it goes underneath the left foot. This is your left. Now, we're going to start off in that little squat so those feet are hip-width distance apart. Yep. Point that left knee out from that hip socket. Send the leg out to straight. Keep it turned out and bring it back in. And then send it back out. What is this? Your left glute.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now, that right knee points forward. You're digging that right heel down. Now, if you haven't guessed or don't know yet, you're new to Micro Squad, we love Nightmare Before Christmas. We absolutely love it. I mean, obviously, because my dog's name's Zero. We're going to be lock, shock, and barrel for Halloween.
That's my scary teddy.
That's her scary teddy. So this is all not new. The only new thing really is this sign. The map of Halloween Town. That's the only new thing.
They should release one for Christmas Town.
They should. Where? How do we find that? Because it's only at the Halloween store.
That's a good question.
Good. So watch your right knee for me. It wants to cave in. If you're wearing skeleton leggings, good Lord. You may see that knee actually visibly point in. Can you point it out just a bit and dig into that right heel? That variation is coming up. You're going to hold it halfway out in 3, 2, 1. Hold it about halfway out. Sink down a little lower into, there you go. And pulse it 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Push your knee back, butt back. Yeah, there you go. Oh, now that's more painful. It's more awful.
It's great.
It's wonderful. Yes, if you need support, like an older sister. Luckily, I'm always here. We're going to go back to full range. Hold it low in 3, 2, 1. Hold it low. What are you doing? Send it all the way out.
Falling backwards.
Oh, and bring it back in.
I needed support. I was like, ooh.
This is not prepared. I'm only balancing on the balls of my feet. Set. Oh, I see the little bones rattling. How you feeling, Mr. Bones?
Rattling.
Rattling. Mr. Bones feels rattling. Ha ha. That's a good.
Nightmare.
Yeah, that's not nightmare at all. We're gonna send that left leg all the way back to straight in 3, 2, 1. Send it back to straight. Point the knee forward. Yeah, that hip automatically rotates forward. Reach the arms forward. Good. Jack's lunges. Slide all the way up. Woo! And bring it all the way back down. I don't know. It's kind of like a vulture in the sky. So if you're watching this on YouTube, then you're listening to this without the soundtrack. I'm assuming you know where we're at if you started when we started. Good. Pull that belly button in towards the spine. Beautiful job. You're light on that back leg, squeezing the left glute. Right glute squeezes as well. And the hip points point forward. Again, this is why I love the skeleton leggings, because you can see
Skeleton?
Damn it. Skeleton leggings. I think it doesn't help that I put skeleton and leggings right after each other.
Yeah.
Because it's... I'm well aware. This is not called skeleton. This is called skeleton. I'm just having trouble. We're going to hold it down nice and low in 3, 2, 1. Holding it down right there. You're gonna bend that back knee, pulling that slider in. I'm here. Thank you. So I'm here for support. Walls, chairs, other skeletons. Damn it!
Which, please?
Yeah, seriously, which please? Oh, I can't talk. Pulling that core in. Guys, we have one more oblique to do, because thankfully we only have 2.
This year that one person's got multiple.
I mean, maybe if you're a creature of Dr. Finkelstein, maybe. Okay, we're gonna come on down for that mermaid crunch. We're gonna hop back into that black lagoon. Goodness. In 3, 2, 1. There's a lot of pressure happening on my shoulder. We're gonna lay down on the left hip this time. Legs swing out, mermaids. We're gonna prop ourselves up on that left forearm. There you go. Swivel those legs in front just a little bit.
You tell where I want to be right now.
We're coming up to it. And then you're going to lift the legs up. Yeah, squeezing with that right oblique. Maybe it's just the top leg. Good, but make sure you're on the cushy part of your butt versus the actual hip and on the bone. It's gonna make it a lot more comfortable for the bottom hip. So let's clarify. It's not a comfortable move. With the feet in front of the hips a little bit more rather than in line, it'll help target the oblique a little bit better and take that rocking off of the hip bone itself. I know we're all bags of bones here today, but you do have a little bit of extra cushion there. Good. I heard that pop.
It's gotta.
I know, you need to pop that bone back into place. My mic's probably not picking it up, but her hip is popping every time she lowers her leg, which actually means there's a tight muscle in her body. But that's a subject for another day. We're gonna fall down on the ground. This is Sally's song Sally's theme right now. We're gonna lay down on our backs, bend those knees into a 90-degree angle in 3, 2, 1. Oh, fall. Okay, we timed it well to the music.
Yeah.
That was great. So the chest is open to the ground. The knees are pointed to the left. Fingertips behind the temples. And try to lift your body up. I know, Sally fell twice. She's quite clumsy, this one.
So comfortable being on the ground.
Well, as luck would have it, we're going to be on the ground for the next move as well. Unless you got to reach for those bars. Luckily, she has me, her assistant, to get her.
I have an extra set of hands.
Yes. No, that's Adam's family. Oh, I forgot. Someone requested Adam's family.
Oh. Maybe you're an Adams.
Yes, there's a musical Adams family, if you didn't know. Okay, we've got Spiral Hill coming up next. It's on the horizon. And you're gonna lay flat on your back with both of those weights, one in each hand. Spiral Hill is coming in 3, 2, 1. So feet are flat on the ground, hip width distance apart. We're gonna do the hands, arms are gonna stay straight. You're going to bridge your hips up and reach the arms overhead. So you're gonna create that little spiral, almost a spiral with your arms, and then lower the hips, bring the hands back over the shoulders. That's all it is. Easy, right? She's quiet, which means I'm assuming it's actually a lot harder, or she's just very tired today.
Yes, to all of it.
Yeah. Maybe she didn't have her coffee this morning.
It went straight through me.
That was the issue. It went straight through her. Damn. And I tried to make sure that coffee was just as black as your soul.
I thought that was your soul.
No, that's my heart.
Oh.
No, nobody come back. It's gone.
I was like,
We're going to add in a little variation to this one just because. We're going to hold the hips up in 3, 2, 1. Just hold those hips up and just the arms. I want you to pull overhead and squeeze through those triceps and lats to bring it back. So you got a little bit of extra glute action happening. Core is engaged. Upper body is getting warmed up. Something's up with Jack. Well, that means the next move is not timed with the song.
Maybe if we go really slow.
Maybe if we added a couple extra variations, why not? We're gonna hold those arms up in 3, 2, 1. Hold them up. Now just those arms stay up. I want you to drop the hips down and up. Just a glute bridge. Woo!
Did you really just add this variation on?
I'm adding a couple more. To be completely honest, I want to time the music to the other move. So we're adding in some variations. So I completely lied to you. I know you're like,
it's all for the music.
It's all for the music, synchronicity. I know you're like, what is up with Sam? I just did not plan it well.
Here in an instance,
gone in a flash. What does it mean? What does it mean? You're gonna hold those hips up in 3, 2, 1. Now from here, palms are gonna still face in. You're gonna bend the elbows and bring the hands towards the face as if you're trying to crush your skull, and then squeeze the triceps up. She's like, damn it. Why did I make the suggestion to go really slow? Oh, that's because I want to just add in a bunch of more moves for you guys. Adding more things. Is your skull so full it's tearing you apart? That's why you're trying to crush it?
Yes. School started, you know. It's
oh, that's why. That's why. Okay, we're going to hold it up again in 3, 2, 1. Hold those arms straight. I want you to march those legs. So bend one knee in, lift it up. And then bring it back. And then march the other one up. You don't have to move the arms. I was just bringing your hands over your shoulders. Oh. Good. Squeeze through that core. Pull that belly button in. Really squeeze those glutes. We're almost done with it. I really promise we are almost done with it. I'm not going to lie anymore. I'm going to give you a moment to get situated. We're going to come to the tops of the knees, or you can come to full standing, sit in a chair. You have 3 options in 3, 2, 1. Which option do you pick?
Wait.
So you can kneel. You're not going to sit in a chair, or you can stand.
Oh, so one of them is just a lie then.
Well, I'm not bringing a chair over for you.
Okay.
So you're going to be on the tops of those knees, though, squeezing the glutes. So you're still getting the glutes.
Got it.
Okay. Lock, shock, and barrel. Timed with their song now. Elbows in.
Perfectly planned.
Perfectly planned. Palms face up. You're going to serve it forward. It's a big combo move. Flip the palms. Open for that hug a tree. And then flip the palms up and curl it in. Now reverse it. So you're going to open the arms up. Flip the palms. Close that hug on that tree. Flip the palms up and serve it in. Now back out again. La 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 la. So lock, shock, and barrel. 3 moves all combined together because those 3 little kids are so joined at the hip. Kind of like the 3 of us.
You could say they have multiple obliques if they're joined at the hip.
That's true. That's true. So no matter if you're standing, seated, kneeling, I want you to engage your core. So your shoulders should be stacked over your hips. And then if you are not seated, if you're kneeling or standing, your glutes are engaged, hamstrings are engaged. How do those feel? Mr. Oogie Boogie Man.
Hold all that candy.
Oh, well, you gotta kidnap the Santa Claus. So you're gonna kidnap the Santa Claus, you gotta have really strong biceps, right? And then to carry the Santa Claus, you gotta have really strong shoulders.
That's why they practice with the Easter Bunny first.
Yes, exactly. Easter Bunny's a little lighter. And then, of course, strong chest, because you got to push Sandy Claus down that pipe to go see Oogie.
Yeah.
See, I tied it all in.
Just to hang out.
Just to hang out.
Gamble a little. It's fine.
It's all good. Unfortunately, I only had one Oogie move. Only one move is for Oogie. I have one for Jack, I have one for Sally, I have for lock, shock, and barrel.
I thought that was like, I'm going to throw in a new move all of a sudden.
No, I sat on trying to figure out an Oogie Boogie move, and all I could come up with is that inchworm. How are those arms feeling? Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, are you being funny?
Kind of, kind of not.
Okay, well, for reals. One more move left because it's my favorite creature, bat wings. You're going to hinge forward at those hips, bringing those arms right down in front of you in 3, 2, 1. So hinge at the hips. You're going to push those hips back. Reach the arms down in front. Palms are going to face out if you can. And you're going to open up the arms. You're going to flap those wings. Good. Now I will give a modification. Excuse me.
I don't know how to make bird noises.
Just be quiet. So if palms face out doesn't feel good for you, face the palms in. But I don't want them to face your torso. I want them to face in or out. This will be better for squeezing through that upper back so you get the flapping sensation. It's freaking bats! You okay? No? Okay, well guys, we're almost done. We're gonna make Christmas. We're finishing on this song. In this final move, I'm absolutely serious. We're gonna create some snow angels because it can't be Christmas without snow angels. So you're gonna drop those weights and you're gonna lay on your back in an upside down tabletop position to start. In 3, 2, 1. So move those weights out of the way, lay down on your back. You're like, oh my God, how do we create snow angels? No, don't worry, there's a way. You're gonna lift those knees up, upside down tabletop. Now I want you to curl your head and shoulders up, look at those knees. And I want you to open the arms up and around, shoot the legs out. Oh, snow angel down and hug the knees in. There you go. And then open up, reach through the arms, reach through the legs, sweep the arms around, and then hug the knees in. If you want the challenge, as you reach overhead and sweep the arms down, can you open the legs, close, and bring it in? So you get that full snow angel. See what I did there? And you guys thought you were just gonna lay completely on the ground and create snow angels. No, that is not how we make Christmas. We gotta put a little extra work into it. Because my fantasy! Yeah! And she's crying and I'm cackling. You okay? How are you guys doing at home, ghouls and goblins? No? Okay, she's just slowly dying. We're gonna put her back in her grave. We're gonna put you guys back in your grave.
Oh my God.
Okay, we're gonna bring it all the way down. Hug yourself into that little scary child's pose in 3, 2, 1. Good. You can hug those knees in. Just rest. Child's pose. You can rock those knees from side to side, kind of like you would after a horror movie. Just rocking back and forth, saying it's okay. It's okay. It's good, guys. It's good.
It was such a horrible Christmas. It was almost Halloween.
Some might say it was frighteningly scary. Really fun. Thank you all for being here. It was our most horrible yet.
Thank you,
everyone. No. Thanks to you for being my victim. We'll see you guys next time on the Micro Squad. Please stay tuned for more Halloween workouts.
I'm resting in peace now.
Yes, rest in peace, everyone. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching the Micro Squad. Please don't forget to subscribe, check out some of our other videos, and check out our on-demand classes. They are on our website, themicrosquad.com, and we'll see you next time.